Morning students, today we are going to start a new topic, volumes of solids of revolution, yet another application of definite integrals. So in the previous class we learned how to find areas. Now we are going to find volumes of solids of revolution. So let me start now with the formulas, then we do problems. So this is a formula. Volumes of solids of revolution. What you say? You see the first one. The volume of a solid generated by revolution of the area bounded by the curve. So here we are finding the volume of a solid which is generated. How it is generated? By revolving area. Which area? Area bounded by, the area is this, area is given, the area is bounded by the curve lines x is equal to a, b and x axis, about x axis. So the curve, the area, four bounds are given. What are that? Y is equal to f of x curve, one boundary, x equal to a line, x equal to b line and x axis. So four boundaries are given of area. That area is revolved about x axis. Here it is x axis and this area is revolved about x axis. That generates a solid. That generates a solid. For that solid, what is a volume? The volume is given by v is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx, where y is equal to f of x. So this is a volume formula. V is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx. Are you able to get it? A simple point that the area bounded by the curve x equal to a line, x equal to b line and x axis, that area is revolved about x axis. Then that generates, by revolving there generates a solid. For that solid we are finding a volume. What is that volume? Is it's given by integration a to b pi into y square dx. Similarly, this is my first formula, and the second one is the volume of a solid generated by revolution of area bounded by the curve x is equal to f of y, x is equal to f of y, y axis lines y equal to c and y equal to d. About y axis is given by, now the area bounded by the curve x equal to f of y axis y equal to c line, y is equal to d line, and this area is revolved about y axis. Then there generates a solid. For that solid, the volume, what the volume is given by v is equal to integration c to d pi into x square dy, where x is equal to f of y. So these are the formulas. First one, the area is revolved about x axis. Then we get a solid. For that solid we are finding volume. Volume is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx. Second one is the area is revolved about y axis. Revolved about y axis. That generates a solid. The volume for that solid is v is equal to integration c to d pi into x square dy. These are the two formulas, guys. Now, third one, the volume of a solid obtained by revolution of area enclosed by the two curves y1 is equal to f of x and y2 is equal to g of x, and lines x equal to a, x equal to b about x axis. Now it is area between the curves. Two curves are given, area between f of x and g of x. Previously curve and x axis, curve and y axis. Now area between the two curves f of x and g of x about x axis. Then volume is equal to integration a to b pi into upper curve square minus lower curve square, that is pi into f of x whole square minus g of x whole square into dx. Similarly, if area between the two curves f of y and g of y is rotated about y axis, then the volume that generated is given by volume is integration c to d pi into upper curve square minus lower curve square into dy, that is pi into f of y square minus g of y square into dy. So these are the formulas. Are you getting the, guys? So area revolved about x axis, then the volume is integration a to b pi into y square dx. Similarly, area revolved about y axis, then integration c to d pi into x square dy. Now if area between the two curves, are revolved about x axis, then v is equal to integration a to b pi into f of x whole square minus g of x whole square into dx. Okay, yes, so these are the three formulas. Let us now start the problems so that we can make up. Now, let us take up. First problem, you see, find the value. Find the volume of a solid obtained by rotating the portion of the parabola y is equal to x square between x equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 about the x-axis. You see what is given. You see what is given. You have to find volume of a solid. How it is obtained? It is obtained by rotating the area. Which area? Area bounded by the curve and x-axis. Y is equal to x square, x equal to 0 line, x equal to 2 line. You know the formula. Volume is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx. Volume is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx. Now, what is A? A is equal to 0 you are having and B is equal to 2 you are having. So, pi is a constant outside integration 0 to 2. Y square dx. What is Y? Y is equal to x square. Substitute. So, pi into integration 0 to 2 x to the power of 4 into dx. Which formula? Integration of x to the power of n dx. Integration of x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore, integration of x to the power of 4 is x to the power of 5 by 5 from 0 to 2. 1 by 5 constant. So, that is pi by 5 constant. Upper limit minus of lower limit. Integration. Fundamental theorem of integral calculus. What it says? You have to do the integration, then apply upper limit minus of lower limit. So, upper limit is 2 and lower limit is 0. So, 2 power of 5 minus 0 power of 5. 2 power of 5 is 32, whereas 0 power of 5 is 0. So, 32 pi by 5. Since the obtained value is a volume, since it is a volume, what is that? You have to write cubic units. So for this area, in previous class what we written square units, now you have to write cubic units. So answer is 32 pi by 5 cubic units. Are you getting? So very easy problems. You have to remember the formulas. That's it. This is my first problem. You see guys, what is that? Find the volume of a solid obtained by rotating the area bounded by the parabola x-axis x equal to 0 line, x is equal to 2 line. Then the volume formula is integration a to b pi into y square dx. So a is equal to 0, b is equal to 2, f y is equal to x square. Substitute, integrate, then upper limit minus of lower limit gives the answer. Are you getting guys? This is so everywhere we are going to use the formulas. So better you know the formulas by heart them. If you don't know, go back, read and come back. That's it. So this is my first problem. Are you getting? How we find volumes of solids generated by revolving or rotating about x-axis or about y-axis. Are you getting guys? Very important topic. You will get 5 marks damn surely. So let me go to the next problem. You see, this is my second problem. Find the volume of a solid. What you have to find? You need to find volume of a solid. Okay, which solid? It is generated by revolving area. Revolving about x-axis, the area bounded by y is equal to 3x and lines x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 6. So again what is that? Is given. You have to find volume of a solid which is generated by rotating, that is revolving area about x-axis. First formula it is. Are you getting? You have to find volume of a solid. How it is obtained? It is obtained by rotating the area about x-axis. By rotating the area about x-axis. So that solid, for that solid you need to find volume. So what is the volume formula? Integration a to b pi y square into dx. Pi y square into dx. What is a? A is 2 and what is b? It is 6. And what is f of x? That is what is y? Y is equal to 3x. Just substitute all these things. Now what is the y value? 3x and a is equal to 2, b is equal to 6. Now substitute. Integration 2 to 6 pi y square dx. Integration 2 to 6 pi y square into dx. Now, what is y? 3x. So, pi into integration 2 to 6 3x whole square into dx. 3 square is 9, outside 9 pi into integration 2 to 6 x square into dx. Integration of x square, integration of x power of n is x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So integration of x square is x power of 3 by 3. 3 constant outside, 3 1 ja 3, 3 ja 3 pi constant, x cube from 2 to 6. So what fundamental theorem of integral calculus says? After integration, apply upper limit minus of lower limit. What is an upper limit? Upper limit is 6 and lower limit is 2. So 6 cube minus 2 cube. What is a 6 cube? 6 cube is 216 and 2 cube is 8. So 3 pi into 216 into 8. 216 minus 8. 216 minus 8 is 208. 208 into 3 is 624. Therefore 624 pi cubic units. Why cubic units? Because we are calculating volume. That's why we have to write it is cubic units itself. Are you getting, guys? So this is my second problem, very easy problem. So look at the problem, find the volume of a solid generated by rotating about the x-axis, that is area bounded by the curve and lines are given. So you have to remember the formula. You have to rotate area about x-axis. Then the formula is integration a to b pi y square into dx. If you have to rotate area about y-axis, then integration c to d pi x square into dy. So here about x-axis, therefore I am writing pi y square dx, where a is 2, b is 6 and y is 3x. Substitute pi into integration 2 to 6 3x whole square. 3 whole square is 9, 9 pi integration 2 to 6 x square dx. X square integration is x cube by 3. That's it. Upper limit minus of lower limit. Therefore, the answer is 624 pi cubic units. Are you getting, guys? So this is my second problem. Take it down so that we can move on to the next problem, guys. Shall I? Now this is my third problem. You see, what is my third problem? Are you reading? Obtain the volume of a sphere of radius r using integration. What is the third problem? Obtain the volume of a sphere of radius r using integration. So you need to find the volume of a sphere. You know the sphere volume of a sphere of radius r is 4 by 3 pi r cube. You know that 4 by 3 pi r cube. So that's what we have to find. But now you have to use the integration to find the volume of a sphere. Volume of a sphere. So here what you have to know is how you are able to generate the sphere. By revolving the area, you have to generate a sphere. So by revolving what, you are going to get a sphere. So that's what I given here. You can see the figure also. This is the semicircle given. If you rotate this semicircle, this is the semicircle area. If you rotate this semicircle about x-axis, you can imagine the semicircle area is rotated about the x-axis around. If you take a round, one round about the x-axis, this is the x-axis, and you have to rotate about that x-axis, this semicircle area that generates, what it generates? What it generates, it's a sphere. So imagine a semicircle area about the line. This is a line and this is the area if you take, and it is rotated. Then once it is rotated, a semicircle area is rotated, what you will get? What you will going to get? We are going to get a sphere. So you have to know, what you have to know is that when we rotate, when we revolve a semicircle about x-axis, we get a sphere. If a semicircle radius is r, then we get a sphere of radius r. Are you getting, guys? So that's what I am writing here. We know what we know. A sphere is generated by revolving a semicircle. X square plus y square is equal to r square of semicircle of radius r about x-axis. So what is x square plus y square is equal to r square is a semicircle of radius r. Y square is equal to, what is a y square? Y square is equal to r square minus x square. R square minus x square. What is y? Y is equal to square root of r square minus x square. And what is this? This is a radius, therefore this is a line, x is equal to r, and this is a radius, x is equal to minus r. So limits are from minus r to plus r. Directly you will get. Are you getting? This I want to clear this. This is of radius r. So once that is a radius r, so this becomes x is equal to r, and this becomes x is equal to minus r. So limits are minus r to plus r. Are you getting, guys? Are you getting? So limits are from minus r to plus r, and rotate this semicircle area about x-axis. You are going to get a sphere of radius r, and but that sphere, for that sphere now we need a value. So what is we got? We have a curve y is equal to square root of r square minus x square, and we have what we have? We have x-axis, and we have a limits x equal to minus r and x equal to r. X equal to minus r and x is equal to r we are having. So now substitute integration. Volume is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx. It is integration minus r to r pi y square into dx, where y square is pi into square integration minus r to r, y square is r square minus x square dx. R square minus x square dx. R square is constant and x square is even function. Constant minus even function is even function. So now I am using, remember properties of definite integral. What I am using is minus a to a f of x dx, where f of x is an even function. When integration minus a to a f of x dx, where f of x is an even function, that can be written as 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. So minus r to r can be written as 0 to r, but 2 times. So 2 times of integration 0 to r square minus x square dx. Are you getting, guys? Are you getting? So what I am using here? What I am using here? It is an even function, and the integration is from minus r to r. Integration is minus r to r, that is integration is minus a to a f of x dx, where f of x is an even function. Then we can write it as 2 times of integration 0 to a f of x dx. So here 2 times of, instead of minus r to r, you can write 0 to r. Are you getting? Integration 0 to r, 2 pi into integration 0 to r square minus x square dx. So r square is a constant, integration of dx is x, so r square into x, and integration of x square, integration of x to the power of n, integration x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1, integration of x square is x cubed by 3, upper limit minus of lower limit. So what fundamental theorem of integral calculus says? That after integration you have to apply upper limit minus of lower limit. So r square constant into the integration of dx is x, so r square into x minus x square integration x cubed by 3, upper limit minus of lower limit. So substitute upper limit r, so what will get? 2 pi into r square into r cube minus r cube by 3, and lower limit is 0, so no need of lower limit, it is always 0, because at place of x you put 0, it is 0. So take LCM. 3r cube minus r cube by 3, 3r cube minus r cube is 2r cube by 3, so 2 pi into 2r cube by 3, 2 into 2, 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of a sphere, 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. Since we find volume, that's why we have to write cubic units, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units, 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. Are you getting, guys? So this is third problem of on volumes, and this is very important also. Please be noted down. So what is given? It is, you see, obtain the volume of a sphere of radius r using an integration. Obtain the volume of a sphere of radius r using an integration. So what you have to do here? What you have to do here is that you have to observe. What we have to observe here? So by revolving, that is by rotating semicircle of radius r about x-axis, that generates a solid, that is a sphere. So to find to generate a solid, that is a sphere, you have to rotate a semicircle of radius r, so that after rotating it generates a sphere of radius r. So you can imagine here there is a semicircle and x-axis. Rotate that semicircle about x-axis 360 degrees. Rotate it about x-axis. You can easily imagine that semicircle area, if it is rotated about x-axis roundly, then it will be like a ball, that is a sphere of a radius r. Since circle area, semicircle radius is r, therefore sphere though just generated with that also have a same radius r. So the semicircle x square plus y square is equal to r square, so y square is equal to r square minus x square, and limits, you see, since radius r 0 to r and 0 to minus r, so limits are minus r to r, and y square is r square minus x square. Just substitute in the formula, volume is equal to integration a to b pi into y square into dx, where a is equal to minus r, b is equal to r, and y square is equal to r square minus x square. Do the integration and substitute upper limit minus half lower limit, you will get volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. Since we are find volume, that's why you have to write cubic units. I got it. This is my third problem, guys. Very important problems. All these are previous questions for 5 marks. Now let me go to the next problem. So what is my aim? To let us try to solve more and more problems, so that you can do any type of problems on these volumes of solids of revolution. So this is my fourth problem. What it says, the fourth problem is, find the volume of a solid. Find the volume of a solid generated by revolving x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 about x-axis. About x-axis where a greater than b. So look at the problem. So this is a problem repeated many number of times. You look at the problem, guys. Find the volume of a solid. Find the volume of a solid generated by revolving ellipse. It is a formula. It is a equation of ellipse. Are you getting? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 about x-axis. Since a is greater than b, then it is major axis along x-axis and minor axis along y-axis. Now you have to find the volume of a solid by revolving the ellipse about x-axis. So let me take. So what you need the limits, you need the y square value. So let me find y square by given equation. What is the equation given? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So from the given equation you can write y square by b square is equal to 1 minus x square by a square. Take a square LCM, a square minus x square by a square. Take this b square term to this side, we will get y square. So y square is equal to b square by a square into a square minus x square. So you got y square. Are you getting? So what is y square? Y square, if b square comes to this, then it is multiplied, so division is a square. So b square by a square into b square by a square into a square minus x square. That's good. b square by a square into a square minus x square. We got the y square. Now we need limits because volume formula, you check the volume formula. What is the volume formula you are having? Integration a to b pi into y square dx. Pi into y square dx. You got y square. What is y square? B square by a square into a square minus x square. Now we need to find limits. So how to get limits? Where this ellipse meets x-axis. What is x-axis? Equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. So put y is equal to 0 in the equation of x-axis. So what will get? By putting y is equal to 0, that becomes 0. Therefore x square is equal to a, x is equal to plus or minus a. So limits are minus a to plus a. So we got everything, because what is the formula we are having? The formula is volume is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx. We got y square. What is a y square? Y square is equal to b square by a square into a square minus x square. So b square by a square into a square minus x square is my y square. Now limits we got. What are the limits we got? By putting y equal to 0 in ellipse equation, x square by a square is equal to 1, that is x square is equal to a square, x is equal to plus or minus a, that is x is equal to minus a to plus a. So we got the limits, we got the y square value. Just substitute in the formula, volume is equal to integration a to b pi into y square dx, then you get answer. Are you getting? So let me try to substitute all these values. What you have to substitute, guys? Y square is equal to, what is a y square? Y square is equal to b square by a square into a square minus x square, and limits are minus a to plus a. Now substitute. Let us see what is the answer. So volume v is equal to integration minus a to a pi into, what is y square value? Y square is b square by a square into a square minus x square dx. Just we substituted the limits. A to b is minus a to a, and y square is a square minus x square. Y square is a square minus x square. Now pi into b square by a square is a constant. It is outside of integration. So remaining terms, what are that? Pi into b square minus a square. B square by a square is a constant outside integration minus a to a square minus x square dx. Now a square is a constant, x square is even, so a square minus x square is a even function. Already we did in the previous problem. Once a square minus x square is a even function, so integration minus a to a f of x dx, where f of x even can be written as 2 times of 0 to a. So here minus a to a can be written as 0 to a 2 times. 2 into pi into b square by a square integration 0 to a square minus x square dx. So 2 pi b square by a square, upper limit minus of lower limit. So first of all integration. A square is constant. Integration of dx is x. So a square into x, and integration of x square. Integration of x square. Integration of x to the power of n. Integration of x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore integration of x square is x cube by 0. This is my integration, that is a square into x minus x cube by 3 from 0 to a. So what fundamental theorem of integral calculus says? To find a definite integral, first to do integration, then apply upper limit minus of lower limit. So upper limit is a square into a cube minus a cube by 3, and lower limit is 0, 0 minus 0, it is 0. So only upper limit 2 pi into b square by a square into a cube minus a cube by 3. Take LCM. 3 into a cube minus a cube is 2a cube by 3. So 2 into 2, 4 by 3, a square and a square cancel. So what is the volume generated by revolving ellipse is 4 by 3 pi a b square. Since we are finding volume, you have to write cubic int. So volume is equal to, what is the answer? Volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi into a into b square. 4 by 3 pi a b square cubic units is my volume of a solid, generated by rotating the ellipse about x-axis, that is a measure x. Are you getting, guys? Very simple problem, and these are previous problems for 5 marks. What is the time left? Another, I think it is at about another 20 minutes to go. So yes. Mm. So quickly let us move to the next problem so that we can cover more problems, guys. Now you see, find the volume of a solid obtained by revolving the ellipse x square by 4 square plus y square by 5 square is equal to 1 about x-axis, about again x-axis, but major axis about y-axis, because y square by 5 square by 5 is greater than 4. Therefore, the major axis is about y-axis. That's why I'm writing ellipse, a vertical ellipse we got. Anyway, so it is just like our fourth problem. What to do? What to do? You have to rotate the ellipse x square by y square plus y square by 5 square is equal to 1 about x-axis. So about x-axis means the formula is volume formula is integration a to b pi y square into dx. So we need integration limits a to b and we need y square. So as per a previous problem, let us try to find first y square, then find limits, then substitute, then integrate, then upper limit minus of lower limit. That gives answer. Very same problem, but in the first problem it is a horizontal ellipse, in the second problem it is a vertical ellipse. That doesn't matter. So let us find y square. Y square by 5 square, that is y square by 25, is equal to 1 minus x square by 4 square. That is y square by 25 is equal to 16. LCM 16 minus x square. So 25 is a constant. If it come off, it is multiplied. So y square is equal to 25 by 16 into 16 minus x square. Now we got y square. Y square is equal to 25 by 16 into 16 minus x square. Are you got? So now in the, what is the formula? Formula for volume is integration a to b pi y square into dx. Integration a to b pi y square into dx. Now we got y square. What is y square? 25 by 16 into 16 minus x square. Now let us find limits. So x limits. So where this ellipse meets x-axis means y is equal to 0 curve. So put y is equal to 0 in in the ellipse. So what will get? This becomes 0. Then y square, x square by 4 square equal to 1, that is x square is equal to 4 square, that is x square is equal to 16, that is x is equal to plus or minus 4. So x limits are minus 4 to plus 4. So you got limits. What you got? You got the limits and you got the y square value. Then substitute in the formula, volume v is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx. Volume v is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx, where a is equal to minus 4, b is equal to 4, and pi into what is y square? Y square is 25 by 16 into 16 minus x square. So everything we got. Now substitute in the formula. That's it. Substitute all these things in the formula to find the volume of a given solid. So let me substitute. Volume is equal to pi into integration minus 4 to 4, 25 pi by 16, 25 by 16, 16 minus x squared by dx. So integration minus 4 to 4. So here x square is an even function, 16 is a constant, 16 minus x square is again an even function. So for even function, if you minus a to a in f of x dx can be written as 2 times of integration 0 to a f of x dx, when f of x is an even function. We are using from the third one you use it, fourth one, in fifth problem also we are using the same property. What the property says? Integration of minus a to a even function into dx can be written as 2 times of integration of 0 to a even function. So whenever the function is even, then integration minus a to a can be written as 2 times of integration 0 to a. So here also we are writing the same. So 2 outside, 25 by 16 pi constant and 2 times. Yeah, in writing 2 times of integration 0 to 4, minus 4 to 4 can be written as 0 to 4, 16 minus x square dx. Now what the fundamental theorem of integral calculus says, that you have to integrate, then upper limit minus of lower limit. So now 16 constant dx integration 16x, x square integration x power of n integration x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So x square integration x cube by 3, upper limit minus of lower limit, upper limit 464 minus 64 by 3 and lower limit is 0. So 3 times of 64 minus 64 is 2 times, that is 128 by 3, 8 1 and 8 16 the 16 into 25, it is 400. So answer is volume of a solid by revolving ellipse is 400 pi by 3 cubic units. Many times repeated problem. Here we rotated about x-axis. Same thing you can do with rotation about y-axis. Are getting, guys? Rotation about y-axis. So this is my problem, 400 pi by 3 cubic units. That's it. So yes, this is a fifth problem we covered. Volume of a solid generated by revolving a ellipse about x-axis. You can do also about y-axis. Now, what to do? Yes, another 10 minutes to go. Shall I? Let me cover one more problem. There are 10 minutes more, so let me cover one more problem, guys. This is a fifth problem we covered. Now, let us cover the sixth problem. The area. What is the problem? You see, the area between the parabolas y square is equal to 9x and x square equal to 9y revolves about the x-axis. Find the volume of a solid so generated. Interesting. Interesting. You see, what is the problem? The area between the two curves, that is two parabolas, first parabola and second parabola, two parabolas are given. This is a first and this is a second, lower parabola, upper. So two curves, that is area between the two parabolas, that is area between the two curves. Now area between the two curves, y square is equal to 9x and x square is equal to 9y. That area is revolved about x-axis. Area between the two curves are revolved about x-axis. Then you have to find the volume of a solid so generated. What is the formula you are having? Integration a to b pi into upper curve square minus lower curve square into dx. Now here the two curves are given. One is y square is equal to 9x and x square is equal to 9y. So now you have to find the limits. First of all, you don't have the limits. So whenever two curves are getting what is given, are getting, so you have to find the volume of a solid which is generated by revolving area between the two curves. The two curves are given, y square is equal to 9x and x square. You know, this is a first curve and if this is a second curve, and this area between two curves are revolved about x-axis, then there will be a generated solid. For that solid we need to find the value. So but you need the limits. So where these two curves are intersecting, those are the limits. So this intersection point, at this intersection point, what happens? The two curves are equal. Now equate the two curves to get the intersection point. So what the curves are given is y square is equal to 9x and y is equal to x square by 9. Are you getting? So put this y value in this equation also, because the two curves are equal. That's why we can use the second y value in the first. So x square by 9 whole square is equal to 9x, that is x to the power of 4 by 9 square is equal to 9x, that is x power of 4 is equal to 9 cube x cube minus 9 cube into x equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, x cube is equal to 9 cube, so x is equal to 0 comma 9. You got the limits. You got the limits. Are you getting? So what are the limits, guys? X is equal to 0 and 9. So a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 9. Excuse me. Now we got the limits. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to 9 are both are the limits you got now. Now what we need what is the formula? Volume is equal to integration a to b pi into f of x square minus g of x square dx, where f of x is an upper curve and g of x is a lower curve. We got the limits. Now we need to decide upper curve and lower curve. Two curves are there, y square and y. Y square is equal to 9x means y is equal to root 9x. So the limits are, what are the limits? 0 to 9. 0 to 9. So in between there is a 1. Substitute that 1 in both the cases. So x square by 9, you will get 1 by 9, and y is equal to square root of 9x. There you will get square root of 9, that is 3. So 3 is more value. This is upper curve and this is lower curve. You will get 1 by 9 value here, and for this you will get 3 value. So which is a greater value? 3. Therefore the upper curve is y is equal to square root of 9x, and lower curve is y is equal to 1 by 9. Are you able to get it, guys? Are you able to get it? We are going here to decide among the two curves which one is upper and which one is a lower. So here this is y square is equal to x square, and y is equal to x square by 9, and here y square is equal to 9x convert to 9, y is equal to root 9x. Now we got the limits 0 to 9, so in between you will get 1. Substitute 1 here, you will get 1 by 9, and substitute 1 here, you will get root 9 means root, that is 3. So 3 is greater than 1 by 9. Therefore y is equal to square root of 9x is an upper curve, whereas y is equal to x square by 9 is a lower curve. So that is what we got. We got the limits 0 to 9, and we got the upper curve square root of 9x, and lower curve x square by 9. Now substitute in the formula so that you can find the value. So what is the formula? V is equal to integration a to b pi into f of x square minus g of x whole square into dx. Therefore v is equal to pi into integration 0 to 9. F of x is root 9x. Root 9x whole square is 9x, minus g of x is x square by 9. X square by 9 whole square is x power of 4 by 9 square 81. So this is what we got. Now do the integration, then do upper limit minus half lower limit. X integration of x power of n is x power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore x power of 1 integration x square by 2, and x power of 4 integration is x square x power of 5 by 5. Upper limit minus half lower limit is 0, so no need to apply because all terms are 0 at place of x if you put 0. So now only 9 is an upper limit. Substitute pi into 9 square by 2 minus 1 by 5 into 9 power of 5 by 81 can be 9 square. 9 square cancel, you will get 9 cube. That 9 cube can taken outside. Both the terms, here also 9 cube you are having, and here also 9 cube. So pi into 9 cube outside. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5, take LCM, that is 10. 5 minus 2 3, that is 720. It's a 9 cube. 9 cube is 729. 729 into pi by 3 by 10, that is 2187 by 10. 2187 by 10 means 218.7 pi cubic units. Since we are finding volume, that's why I'm writing it as a cubic units. Are you able to get it? So this is my problem. Are you able to get it, guys? Area, when volume of a solid, we have to find volume of a solid when area between the two curves is rotated about x-axis. So you need to find limits. First of all, intersection points that we need. So equate the two curves. Once you will equate two curves, you got x equal to 0 and x is equal to 9. Now you have to decide upper curve and lower curve. So in between the limits 0 to 9, I am taking a simplest value, that is 1, and substitute. For first curve you get 3, and second curve you will get 1 by 9. 3 is more than 1 by 9. So the first curve, that is y is equal to root 9x, is an upper curve, whereas the second curve y is equal to x square by 9 is a lower curve. Then substitute in the formula integration a to b pi into upper curve square minus lower curve square dx. So pi into integration, limits are 0 to 9, root 9x whole square, that is 9x, minus x square by 9 whole square, x power of 4 by 81. Do the integration, x power of 1 integration x square by 2, and x power of 4 integration x power of 4 by 5. Apply upper limit minus half lower limit, but lower limit is 0. At place of x you put 0, so the terms become 0, so only upper limit. So pi into upper limit, that is 9. Take 9 cube outside and take LCM. You got the answer. What is the answer, guys? 218 0.7 pi cubic units. So this is my sixth problem, and I think the time left is only 1 or 2 minutes, so this is a time to give you homework. So I tried to cover all types of problems. These ellipse problems are that we covered fourth and fifth problem, and third problem, find the integration of a sphere by using finding the volume of a sphere by using integration is a very important problems. So all these are the previous questions for 5 marks. I am trying to cover more and more problems in this video lesson, and all important problems, all our previous questions, and concentrate on third problem, that is volume of a sphere through integration, and the fourth and fifth problem, volume of a solid when a ellipse is rotated about x-axis. One generalized problem I given, and fifth one a particular problem I given. So concentrate on them. They are previous questions for 5 marks. Many times they are repeated, and this is the time to give now homework, guys. Now homework on volumes of solids of revolution. Now let me give a homework for this. Very simple homework I will try to give you. You see, so what is my homework? I want to give this is my homework, you see. Now, first problem, find the volume of a solid generated by revolving area bounded by y is equal to x square plus 3 x-axis and lines x equal to 1, x is equal to 2 about x-axis. So everything is given. Area bounded by the curve x square plus 3 and x-axis x equal to 1 line, x is equal to 2 line. What is the formula? V is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx. So y is x square plus 3, y square is x square plus 3 whole square, and limits a to b are 1 or 2. 1 integration 1 to 2 pi into x square plus 3 whole square into dx. Just square, then integrate upper limit minus half lower limit gives answer. That's it. So that is my first problem, and very easy, and we already covered. Now this coming to the second homework. Find the volume of a solid generated by revolving ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 is equal to 1 about x-axis. So you can find y square is equal to y square by 4 is equal to 1 minus x square by 9. So y square is equal to 4 by 9 into 9 minus x square. That gives a y square value. And how to find limits? X-axis means y equal to 0. Put y is equal to 0 though. Therefore x square is equal to 9. X square is equal to 9 means x is equal to plus or minus 3. That is x equal to minus 3 to plus 3. So you can find the limits. Already 2 problems I given on ellipse, and this is the third problem I am giving homework, because many times this ellipse problem are repeatedly came in examination for 5 marks. So what is a y square? Y square is equal to 4 by 9 into 9 minus x square, and limits are minus 3 to 3. Substitute in the formula. Volume is equal to integration a to b pi y square into dx. Do the integration. Upper limit minus lower limit gives a volume of a solid generated by revolving the ellipse about x-axis. So all these 2 problems you can do easily. So but what my request is, first of all, read the formulas. First of all, read all formulas. Then solve the problems, practice the problems, how we are doing, do the ellipse problem, do the sphere, volume of sphere, how we are finding. So practice all the 6 problems that we are given in this video. So what are the trick, how you are applying it, how you are doing integration, how you are applying upper limit minus half lower limit, any logic is there, how you are doing, how to find limits, everything. Look on those steps, logics, and the process of solving the problems. So look at them and understand them, then come to homeworks. Very simple. Read the formulas, practice the problems, understand how we solved the problems, then come to the homework, then do the homework, guys. So this is my lecture on volumes of solids of revolution. These are the 2 major applications of different integrals, or finding areas under the curve and finding volumes of solids of revolution. In the previous class we covered areas, and in this class we covered this volumes of solids of revolution. Very important. In areas you will get 5 marks, from volumes also you will get 5 marks. That's it, guys. today. So tomorrow we are going to see how to find mean value by using definite integral. We give a formula for mean value and we solve the problems. Until then, bye. See you guys, and this is a time to say thank you. So that's it, guys. See you. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Stay home, stay healthy. See. Oh no.